Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It is Wednesday, time to get stamping. How are you guys doing today? You have a good day so far? I know the day's just begun here. Well, it's 9:30 in California, not quite. We're gonna start in 3 minutes. But I have a fun day today. I call it my relaxing day. I do have a few things to get done. However, most of it's going to be a fun day. It's my brother's birthday today, Bill. And so we're going to go take him, Ken and I are going to go and take him and his wife, Debbie, to dinner. And I've got the stove being delivered at the rental. Hello, welcome. And I can't see any names today. Darn it, let me see if I can fix that. No, not seeing any names today. I don't know why. I can see that they're coming up, but I can't see who they are. Maybe now. No, still can't see them. Okay, well, anyway. So, gonna go have the stove delivered, take the food to feed the needy, and then off to a nice dinner. Basically, that rounds up what I'm doing today. And so, no walking. Today is my day off. Usually Sundays are my day off too. However, I had some short walk days during the week, so I walked on Sunday. But yesterday I walked more than I think I ever have. And so I'm going to definitely rest today. Shoot, I wish I could see comments, but welcome to whoever is here. I don't know how I'm going to give my card away now since I can't see names. I guess I'll have to go back and then private message you or comment and tell you that you won the card. More people are getting on, so welcome, welcome. Today, I'm going to teach you a technique. I've never done this before where I teach a technique and then the next live I will make a card with the items that I made today. Because I don't want to overwhelm you, one. I don't want to take a lot of your day, two. And so I thought the live would get kind of long if I showed you this technique and then made a card as well. So we're going to do part one now and part two on Sunday. So come back to see how we put this beautiful images together. I'm using Terrific, I think it's called Terrific Toadstools. Yeah, stamp set. And that comes along with the punch. But what I'm going to teach you today, you don't need the punch for this particular technique. I think the images look better if you fussy cut, but they're easy to fussy cut because they're toadstool parts and they come in parts, and so you'll see. I absolutely love this technique. I think it changes the whole stamp set from a whimsical, what would we call it? Just a regular whimsical card, a stamp set, to a beautiful piece of art. I really, really do. I'm really happy with it, and hopefully I can explain how to do this. It's not hard. You might need to practice a little bit to get it down. I know I did. When I first taught myself how to do this. So we're going to turn down because it's 9:30 and we're going to get started. Hopefully you enjoy this, and hopefully my camera will zoom in because I need you guys to be close for me to show you this right. All right, let's turn you around. Whoa, dropped you. Uh-oh. Holy cow, that was interesting. Okay. All right. Important. I'm going to have to concentrate on zooming because I really want you to see. Well, you can look at that while I'm trying to zoom. I told myself the day that you need it to zoom in easily, it most likely won't. there, and I'm going to get really close because I want you to see well. Okay, so this part is my host code. There is my name if you're new. Since I can't see any comments, I don't know who's here. Hello and welcome, though, to everyone. Shop with me there. There's my website. And I also have a YouTube channel that you can watch my replays on. I am going to give away this card. This is the card that I made on Sunday. I'm going to turn it this way since we're so zoomed in. But I'm going to have to go into the comments later since they're not showing up and randomly select a person. And then I will comment and let you know you won. And then what you need to do is you need to email me your address so I can send you this card, that card. Carol Schaefer, if you're on right now, your card was mailed on yesterday because Monday was no mail because of the holiday. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear the background noise or not, but I'm going to turn it off just in case. Okay, that was getting loud. I have one thing in there and in the washer, and it's making a lot of noise because of that. All right, so there's my email if you win this card. All right, here is Terrific Toadstools, and this is the code number 164783. And then the bundle code, if you want the punch as well, is that code, but the stamp set is this code here. And I'm using perennial postage dies. When I make the card, don't have a card. How do I explain this? I don't have a card in mind yet, but I selected the perennial postage dies because I think that this die right here is going to look really cute with what's in my head as far as creating a card. So we're going to try that. I already cut it out, so because like I said, we're gonna concentrate on the techniques. You need watercolor pencils, and I have both packs. There's pack 1 and pack 2, and I'm going to tell you the colors that I'm using today. But where are they if you don't have them? They're in the annual catalog on page 118. Pencil me in, and you see that there's the watercolor assortments 1 and assortment 2. I would get both. Assortment 2 has less pencils in it. It has 10. Assortment 1 has 13. Assortment 2 is more the neutrals, and so the black, the white, the browns, and stuff like that. So they're very, very, very useful. I love them. Okay, the ink I'm using is the Crumb Cake ink. And that's item number 126975. And scraps of basic white cardstock. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. So we're going to start with telling you what pencils I'm using today. I'm using Melon Mambo, Basic Black, Cherry Cobbler, Pumpkin Pie, and I'm putting them in order that I'm going to use them. And then for the stems on the toadstools, the crushed curry. And then for the little grass, I'm using all the greens I could find. There was old olive, garden green, and granny apple green. So I'm going to put those aside. I'm going to put these next to me. And then I'm stamping on white scrap cardstock. All right, so let me take my toadstool caps out of the pack and put them on blocks. Here's the largest one. And then Here is the smaller one. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've watched anybody color in these toadstools to make them look realistic or not, but if you haven't, I think this is going to be a treat. Let's see, I'm so close, I'm going to have to scoot over while I ink up my crumb cake with the largest toadstool cap. And stamp that down. Now, when I stamp, I'm not pressing really hard. I just want, okay, that didn't work. I just want a light image. You could stamp off, and I might have to if this doesn't work this time, but we want a light color. Okay, so here's another piece of scrap. And I'm going to ink up the other cap in the stamp set and stamp that. There we go. Okay. Close up my stamp pad. And let's start with one. You're going to need your snips as well. So we're going to start with cherry cobbler. And you want a pointy tip. Now, I've taught you in the past that you probably want to use a manual pencil sharpener so you don't eat up your tool, your pencils very quickly with an electric. But for this technique, I think you do need an electric because you want a very pointy tip. The first thing I do is I circle all the little white circles on the toadstools in the cherry cobbler. Is this close enough where you guys can, yeah, where you guys can see what I'm doing? Okay, step number one. We can all do that, right? That's a little blemish there, but I'll color over that, so it should not be a big deal, but we'll find out. Had something on my stamp, evidently. All right. So now I'm going to come down to this corner here, and I'm going to kind of make a V, and I'm going to color in with my cherry cobbler around the circles. That's why you highlight the circles first so you can stay out of the white areas. We want those to stay white. And I'm going to go up, not quite midway. Okay, then I wish I could see your comments because you might have questions, darn it. So then I'm going to come to the other side, and I'm not pressing really hard yet. I'm just coloring kind of light, and I love the crumb cake color underneath this cherry cobbler color. All right, now I'm going to grab the bottom part of the toadstool cap. And if you get out of the lines or whatever, don't worry about it because we're going to cut this out, fussy cut. I mentioned that at the beginning. We're not going to use the punch because the punch punches out a little bit smaller than the image, and I want the whole image. Now I'm going to come up and outline the top, and I'm pressing harder. I want a darker edge. I might not talk as much, but you might say, oh, bless her heart, because I'm concentrating. All right. Then my second color was Melon Mambo. It's a pinkish color. And again, it's pointy. And I'm going to start to pick up and blend where I left off with the cherry cobbler. And I'm going to go up to the next circle here. And then I'm going to pull a little bit more and blend together the cherry and the mambo, just so it starts to lighten. You go over the cherry cobbler color because they blend. And then I'm going to take the pumpkin pie. This is really the sunshine, and finish off the highlight there. Again, go into the melon mambo, go into the cherry cobbler. They're going to blend together and give you a highlighted look. Okay. Just keep coloring until you like it. Now I'm going to come back with the cherry cobbler, and I'm going to deepen the ends here. So now I'm pressing harder than I was at the beginning. We want to highlight the corners. So we're going to come in here. See why you need the pointy end? It helps when you're pushing to get your deepened color in there. And we're going to pull in until everything connects. Now, because I want this darker, I can just keep going over the corners as much as I want, and then softly lighten your touch and blend that in with the mambo and the pumpkin pie. Have you ever blended your pencils before? Now I'm going to take this and press harder with the cherry cobbler, and I'm going to outline the top part of this white that's in the toadstool cap. Outline that. Just keep fussing with it until you like the look. Okay, so we're not done. I'm going to add a little more mambo. Both ends. Blending those two together where they meet. And then a little more pumpkin pie. Now I have seen this done with other tools that Stampin' Up! Doesn't have, different types of pencils. These are the only pencils we have. And I fell in love with it, but I didn't want to use something that we don't have, because you have to go out and buy more stuff, and so we already have the pencils. I know my customers love these pencils. Now I'm going to take this black, and I am even going to highlight more. And watch this. You'll see this toadstool cap just come alive with the black lining here. And you're just going to look at it for a minute, and then you're going to decide if it needs more or less. You can come across here and just put a little bit, just to give it more shadow and realistic look. You're just going to literally watch this guy come alive. I'm going to take a little black right here. Then I'm going to go back to my red and blend that in. It softens the black just a little bit. More of a shadow than a black stark color. Anywhere that you put black, just blend it in. All right. Now, this crushed curry color. You see how the toadstool, let's start at the bigger end. It has the white spots. Okay, so we're going to leave the white, But we're going to take this crushed curry, and again, it's just sharpened edge, and I'm going to circular motion color wherever the crumb cake color is. That's all there is to this part. It's really quite easy. Right there where they touch, blend it in. See how that just blended so nicely? Hope you guys can see good. And then skip over the white and blend this in. Now we see some white right there. So I want that to blend. See how that grabbed and blended so well? Oh, it just makes it look so good. So take the, I'm going to call these V's. Take these little V's, and with the crushed curry pencil, just color them in. Look at the camera, make sure my hands are not in the way of you seeing what I'm doing. Now this is kind of like the sunshine as well, so it's going to help highlight everything. Okay, let's do this one, and you're going to go all the way to the center of the cap. And right here where it didn't stamp so well, I wasn't really worried about it because I knew I was going to color in with these pencils. Excuse me. Do you see how this cap is not this little whimsical, cartoonish type of cap anymore? It's becoming very, very realistic and very, very elegant. Nothing like, let's see here. We have coordinating, we have DSP, but see how the difference in the look. Let's see. Okay, so there's that one. So, oh, not done. So we're going to take black again, and we're just going to give it some shadows in between to the center of the cap for more definition. And I go all the way to the center, even though the stem of the mushroom is going to join there. And then I'm going to go back to my melon mambo, or your red, either one. I'm doing the melon mambo though right now, and blend that in right over the black. And watch this little mushroom just come to life. Blend, blend, blend. I'm going to take some of the crushed curry back and blend, blend, blend. And all, when I say blend, you're just coloring on top of the other colors, and they all just melt together. Okay, so let's go back. I want to see a little more highlight here with the pumpkin pie. More saturated, I guess I should have said. You can just keep looking at your mushroom and see where you need to add if you want to add. All right, so there's that. Let's do a stem, a larger stem to match this toadstool. It's here. So we're going to take the crumb cake ink again and stamp that down. because I'm pressing light, I'm not getting complete images, but that's okay because of the technique we're using. I've got the crushed curry again, and I'm just going to go right over the stem. Leaving the white in the image white. So get right up to it. And then in between the little white stripes there. Okay, then we want some shadow. So how do we do that? We take the black right here. I love how it mixes with the crushed curry, and right here. And I'm just going to put a few here and see what that does. And then we're going to blend that black right into the corners. I'm pressing hard, so I want it to blend well. After it blends, if you want more, you can add more. I want more right here. Turn this around. Pull and blend. Circular motion, pressing hard to get that black streak to do what I want. Pull up, whimsy up. Pull down with this one, circular motion to blend it, and then pull down to highlight that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so now I'm gonna take my snips and I'm gonna cut these images out, and it further enhances the look, the realistic look of the toadstools. I'd ask you what you think. You can still tell me, but I just can't read it right now. But when I watch this video over, I will see what you think. Okay. Welcome. I see people here. Glad you're here. And I hope you're learning something new. Oh, I see a heart. Oh, I see lots of hearts. Those I can see. Thank you. That tells me you like it. If you haven't given me a heart yet and you like it, please do so I can tell, since I can't see the comments. All right, so let's look at this again. See how we like it. I fuss with mine. You don't have to. Thank you. You don't have to, but the more you fuss with it, the more realistic it's going to become. Now that I've got it cut out, I'm really taking a dark pressure to the edge. And I'm telling you, ladies, this was so soothing to do. You know, you have a busy day, you've got a lot going on, you're frustrated about something, things are piling up, and you go get your toadstools and your colored pencils and you just color a couple and then keep them in your stamp case. So when you want to make a card, because I don't even have a card in mind yet, but when you want to make a card, you've got them all colored in, and it's so rewarding to have them ready to just put together. Okay, so now look, it's best if I show you on cardstock. That's why I cut out this beautiful piece. Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh. Tell me you don't love that. Tell me you don't love that. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so getting carried away here. Getting carried away with my excitement. Let me take a little bit of glue. I just want a dot, so I got to be careful. Okay, it's not working right now. We are going to let it have its way, and we're going to use a mini glue dot instead. So if you thought you didn't like this set, but now I've changed your mind, let me know. And of course, you can still use your ink pads, of course. It's just a different look. Okay, so now, what am I wanting to play with here? I don't think I want so much of that pink. I want to tone that down a little bit. Melon Mambo. So with a light hand, I'm taking my black again. And there we go. Just bring it whimsied out a little bit more. Okay. And then if you want to soften that black, just go back to the cherry cobbler, the crushed curry. And where it's really dark, you can press harder. And where it's not so dark and it feathers out, you can press lighter. Okay. So I didn't go over these black here. That's what was bugging me. Something was bugging me. Didn't know what it was. All right. Okay, so let's do this. Here's the other toadstool, but you know how to do that already. So here it is done by the magic of the camera. And let's see, that's the same big one. Where's my little one? Here it is. Oh. My sound effects are nuts, I know. Okay, mini glue dot. And it's okay that your mini glue dot's bigger than the stem. Just fold it over. This makes you feel like an artist, ladies. Makes you feel like an artist. Oh, jeez. Louise. Okay. So, there's these little guys that kind of finish off this here. So what do we do? Now, this is where my students come with me on the journey. First thing we do, we want to use these little toadstool caps. There's 3 of them together. So we ink it up on what color? Crumb cake is correct. And we stamp it anywhere in the area. We don't have the card made yet, so we're kind of just doing our thing. Then we've got the little stems for the 3 little toadstools. What do? Ink it up, crumb cake, and set them there. Okay. Okay, what color do we start with to color these guys in? Yep, cherry cobbler. And what do we do first? Yes, we circle the little white circles. We make sure that our pencil is sharp, pointy, so we can do this easily. Okay, now I'm going to stop yapping, and I'm going to Just do this as you watch and you remember what I told you so you can see how fast it really can go once you know what you're doing. Next color. Yep, melon bombo. These caps are so small, I'm kind of just blending all the color in together. Next color, pumpkin pie. Reminds you of the sun. Just gives a little bit of a brightness to everything. Let's kind of concentrate on the center maybe on this one because these are so small. And then the highlights are in black. All right, and then the crushed curry. We're going to turn your paper instead of trying to make your arms go in a different direction than they're not meant to go. See how that changes with the crushed curry? Let's do these guys in the middle here. Then we're going to bring down the stems. And I'm pressing hard. Okay, I need to blend in those black corners, right? Just pull them out. Pull the black out. It's going to feather it in towards the center of the shroom. If there's not enough for your liking, just add more. And pull it. Oh, yeah, pull it with the red. Okay, we need black again because we need some shadows here and there on the stem. Pull it back with the crushed curry. Okay, oops, I just dropped my mushroom. Okay, now where's my little eraser? Eraser boy, where are you? Oh, I can't find it. Oh, everything came off. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I think I can soften this black. And see, I just grabbed another orange. I just grabbed the pumpkin pie because I'm thinking a little bit more sunshine can happen here. So you just do you. You just do what you like. And start off on scrap so you can do the technique and see what you like. Pull it down. There we go. Oh, mercy me. And then there is, in the stamp set, this grass. So we see the little circles, right? Grass is green. So I just took those 3 greens I told you about and did the same technique right here. And if you want to, you can add and lay these guys however you want, wherever you want. Many different ways. You don't have to stay on the die cut because this is going to go on a card some way, somehow. I do not know how I want these laid out yet. They're so darn pretty. Okay, what I think, so here's another one that I just did. Okay, so what I think I want to do, okay, I think I'm going to take, let's see if this glue will work this time. I think I'm going to glue. See, this is why I didn't make the whole card in front of you, because I wanted you guys to concentrate on the technique. Now I only put glue on the cap, and I'm going to place that right there. I don't think it can be ugly no matter where you put it. And the reason I didn't want the stem is because I want to slip this here and have this hitting there, and then I can glue it on, right? Okay, so let's glue this on. And I think I want to cover the bottom part of this die, those little ziggy-zaggy postage thingies. Okay, now I can take this, flip it up and glue it. This card, these, oh, I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is pop up. And let's do a mini here. So what I'm doing, there's what I'm doing. Then I think even the minis are too big for the stem, so I'm going to cut one in half. You guys are getting to witness my brain, how crazy I am and how things work in my head. I have not done this at all before. As far as, well, I just taught myself how to use these watercolors on these specific stamps. And now I'm curious as heck to see how it can work on roses and flowers and that kind of thing. Oh, I'm just taking the backing off right now. I was out of camera, sorry. All right, so this little guy. Now, oh, do I want to cover up most of that stem? No. Okay, right there. Look at that, you guys. There's such cute sayings. You are magical, because this is magical. Popping up to say hi. So any of your pop-up cards that I've taught you to make. There's a little ladybug right there. We used these two and these two stems. I didn't use this yet. Just a little thank you. Oh, isn't that pretty, you guys? I hope you like it. I wish I could see the comments. But stay tuned Sunday, and we'll have a mushroom card. I just can't stop playing. I'm not going to put this one down, but I just can't stop using these guys. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. But you can just do a little field. All right, let me see. Did I color any other ones? I think not. I think, oh, here was my practice on some scrap paper. So, but I like to stamp these directly on the paper you're going to use, and then use the other mushrooms beside them like I just did. But this would be cute too. Just, I don't even know. I don't even know. We can just be playing. So one last time. Crumb cake stamp. Circle the little circles in the caps. Start with your cherry cobbler, melon mambos next, and then your pumpkin pie. Blend those all together. A little bit of black on the edges. Outline everything darker. The crushed curry inside these little guys. Some black, some pink if you want, some red if you want, some orange if you want. Cut them out with your snips, and that's what you get. All right, ladies, Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed your time. I'm going to go watch the replay myself and see what you said, and I'll answer any of your questions. And this stamp set's in the mini catalog currently. Excuse me. All right. Have a nice day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.